Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back. It is me, Deborah from Nonconformist Eyewear here on YouTube. Thanks for joining live and thank you for joining on the on a replay if you are catching this on the replay. And if you are joining live, do say hello in the comments section and let me know how your day is going. My day has been an amazing one. So I have my notes here, which I'm going to be looking down at just to remind me of what I need to talk about in this video. So as you can see from the title of the video, it says what I do and don't do to my freeform locks. So I am going to start with, I have, let's see, let me put my specs on. The eyes are needing them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. I have 5 points. And number 5 is a bonus point, but I'm going to start from the bottom because each point bottom up actually is connected to the next one. Okay, so what I do is I do occasionally do water only cleaning. So a few days ago I was in the shower, or just before I got in the shower, I said to myself, I would like to just give my hair a touch up, quench the thirst on my scalp, so to speak, quench the thirst in quotes, right? Not that my scalp was thirsty, but I thought, you know what, it's not due a wash yet, and I'll come to that point in a minute. But I said it's not due a wash yet, so let me give it let me do a water only cleaning. Okay, and I do that as an in-between cleanse for my Freeform locks. My locks are 6 years old. In case you are catching me live or you are on my channel for the first time, welcome. And feel free to browse the channel of all things Freeform Loc and other things I like to do with myself. Yeah. Sometimes, as far as this in-between stage is concerned, I will do a herbal rinse. I have my favorite herbal rinses that I do, or herbs I like to do. Welcome to this live broadcast. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. So I have my favorites, and I've done a video, I think I have on my channel, where I talk about the herbs that I like to use. So one of my favorites is rosemary. I also like using green tea. So I use those herbs. I use other herbs, but I like to use those ones mainly. Okay. Something else I also do as an in-between cleaning or cleansing is what I call smoke cleaning over burning charcoal or wood. So I have access to burn charcoal or wood from time to time. And I think I have a short coming up on that if I haven't already done it. Yeah. So thank you so much. I see you all in the house. Hello. Hi. I will block you, L.I.G.H.T. Yes, I will block you. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Let's do that. Bear with me a second, please, folks. Okay. All right. So I do smoke cleaning over burning charcoal or burning wood. and it's really the smell of burning. I like it anyway. Not It's not for everyone, but I really like the smell of burning wood or charcoal. And it has a way of infiltrating my locks where it gives it this ashy smell, this woodiness. So that's something that I do with my Freeform Locs. Okay. So the next point, which I would say is the second point, but is point number 4 on my list, because I'm going from the bottom up, is scalp care, which is what I would do is do a scalp massage. So even when I'm in the shower, like the other day when I did the water cleanse only in the shower, I gave my scalp a good old massage to bring the blood, to the scalp, to help with the blood circulation in the scalp. As we know, blood circulation anywhere on the body, whether it's your scalp or other parts of your body, is really, really good for stimulation. So if I'm not in the shower and I'm just sitting down, maybe watching something or listening to something, or just relaxing, I will give my scalp a good old massage. I don't do it as often as I would like to do it, though. I don't do it as much as I'd like to, but I do it. And that's something I do to my Freeform Locs. And I think I'm going to do more of it because it just feels so good. Like, it feels so good, especially when I've had my hair or my locks wrapped up like I have it wrapped up right now. Okay. Now, something that I don't do, and I haven't done it in the 6 years, so my locks are 6 years old. Something I haven't done in the 6 years that I've been locked is oils. I don't add any oils. I don't add any butters. I don't add any creams, mousse, gels, waxes, lotions and potions. I don't add any of that to my locks or to my scalp. None of it. The only thing that is added to my locks is the natural oil, the natural sebum. So again, when I'm doing the either what I call dry massage or wet massage, if I'm in the shower, then I am helping the sebum either to circulate, especially when I'm dry massaging. And of course, if I'm in the shower, water cleansing or water washing or water cleaning, then I am obviously removing the sebum. Okay. So that's point number 3. So we've done the water only cleaning, herbal rinses, the smoke cleaning. I've done the scalp care, which is the massage. I've spoken about oils, which I don't add to my locks. And the next point is separating. What I don't do is go in and say, oh, I have to separate my locks. If you know the nature of Freeform Locs, you know that they love to marry, especially when you are freeforming. Now, if I was semi-freeforming, it will be different, right? Hello, hi, how are you? Thank you. Lohengram 88. Thank you. So anyway, if I was free-forming, it would be different. I probably would have to go in, which is what I see other people do. They go in and they separate it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that at all. It's just that I'm free-forming, so I don't separate my locks. The only time you will see me doing that is where my locks, I have some locks where they're marrying up so awkwardly, like it's uncomfortable, it's pulling, it's snagging, and it's just marrying up in a way where it feels like I've got a pin. That's the best way to describe it. It feels like I've got a pin on my scalp because there's tiny, tiny strands of hair just creeping into something else, and it feels uncomfortable. And so I'll either take a very tiny scissors and just snip those 1 or 2 strands of hair. And so it would, YouTube is giving me all sorts of things on my screen that I've never seen before. And I'm looking at it thinking, what's that? You know, but anyway, that's YouTube for you, social media. So that's the only time you will see me separate those specific ones where they are marrying up and they just feel uncomfortable. But other than that, no, you would never see me separate my locks unless it's necessary, unless it's causing me a problem, unless it's uncomfortable. And I don't like being uncomfortable when it comes to my locks. I just don't see any reason for them to make me uncomfortable. And so the main one out of everything is keeping my locks clean. And I want to dwell on this topic a little bit more before I sign out. And what I do want to say is that I have decided in the last few months that instead of having this routine of washing my locks every week, what I used to have was I have a reminder on my phone saying wash day is coming up, and that it would be once a week, right? What I notice is my locks did not really need a weekly wash. Just did not. I felt like it was way too much. So what I do now is, which is something I also did in the early days, is ask myself a number of questions. How does my lock feel? How does my lock look? How does my lock smell? Right? Those are the 3 main factors. The 4th one is, when was the last time I washed my locks? So that gives me a good idea if I am due to wash my locks again. So if I say, how does my locks look? If my locks look, the color is not as bright as I want it to be, or as it should be, or as bright as it normally is, it tells me it probably needs a wash. It has attracted some dust, some dirt, stuff like that. So it needs a wash. If it feels, well, my locks are a lot more limp, even though they're long, and they have dropped. All of them have dropped, except for the new ones. When it feels so limp and it's got some sort of weightiness to it, I know it's time to give it a wash. Yeah. And of course, because we cook, or I cook, I sweat, I work out, I do a lot of walking, I dance, what else? Just the day-to-day atmospheric, pollution, if it has any kind of anything that makes it smell other than the woolly smell that it's supposed to have, then it's time for a wash. And also bearing in mind, as I said, when was the last time I washed them? Okay, so that is all I wanted to say in this video. I was thinking if I should do it in this video, but I think I'll leave it to the next one. And that is that my baby locks that I shared in 2 or 3 live videos ago, they have thickened up, they have solidified, especially the ones right in the middle of my head. Right in the middle, they have grown, they have literally solidified, and they are fully formed, so to speak. And they are sticking up like my entire head of locks used to back in the days. So fascinating to see them. But I thought to myself, I won't share it in this video because it actually doesn't fit in with the title of the video, what I do and don't do. So, and that just doesn't fit in with it. So that's pretty much all of the main things that I do and don't do to my Freeform Locs. So if you are new to this community or you are new to my channel here on YouTube, welcome. For those of you who joined, thank you so much. For those of you who will join later on, I appreciate you as well. And for my OGs, as we say, thank you so much. As for my OGs who are very familiar with me, thank you so much. As for my OGs, hi, underscore XT. Hello. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. So for my OGs who are familiar with me on my channel, who may see this, thank you so much as well. I know you're going to leave some comments or say something, which is really amazing. And if you feel moved to, do feel free to like and subscribe to the channel and check out everything else that I have on my channel. Not just my Freeform Locs, by the way. I do other things. I'm an avid gardener. I love traveling. I enjoy dancing. I don't share any of my dancing on my YouTube. What else do I do? I live a slow-paced life. You can see I'm so relaxed. My skin is skinning. The skin is skinning, you know. The locks are locking. Life is good. I have no complaints. So yeah. So I do share those things, and I have a few shorts coming up very soon where I share other aspects of my life that feed into my Freeform Loc, but my lifestyle generally, and how that kind of fits in with what I do with my hair. Okay, so until next time, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you real soon. Ciao, ciao. Have a good one. Have a good week. Okay, bye for now.